Welcome to Co-op Comrades. The Quake is in a call instead of here at the moment, but I'm Soulfrno, and this is Palworld modded co-op. Say hi, Quake.
Hello.
This episode is going to be building the best base Palworld has yet to see. I can't say ever or like permanently, but that's mainly due to the fact that we don't know what kind of stuff is going to be in the next island. But for the moment, I have definitely found the coolest place to build, if I can open the doors properly, including putting one of the coolest doors down at the place there. To do a bit of recap, to have the radius necessary to build in the entirety of this area, we had to get a mod to increase the base radius, but that allowed me to put the PAL box right on up here, which with it here, I'm going to be able to build all the way into that hole up in that top area and refurbish that entire roof. Might use the hole, might not, probably going to cover it up, but going to need a lot of lights here. Probably some electric generating pals, but we'll figure that out when we get there. We can go all the way into the back room thing area here, and with the radius increase, we can build in the entirety of this. Don't know if I'm going to put walls up, probably not, because I do like the pillars and how open it is. We'll have to, we'll see when we get there. We get the radius all the way to this corner of this spot with the stairs that go down. And while the radius does extend all the way over there, yeah, maybe a garden? Don't know. Not really figuring on using that because I'd have to put stairs in again, which I'm probably going to do, but might pave this area over, might not, probably will, but thinking of turning these sections here in or downstairs into guest bedrooms. Maybe even some kind of sauna, which I had the idea for at one point. Not sure how it'll affect the chest in there, but might be pretty interesting.
Couldn't you technically just use these slanted roof as ramps instead of having to mess with stairs?
Yes and no.
Oh.
So the building in this game is a little bit odd. For instance, to put stairs down, a lot of the time I have to put a wall down, or like if I want stairs to go down, I can't connect it directly to a foundation or a floor. I have to connect it to a wall that I've put on a foundation or a floor. And I imagine the roofs are kind of similar, but to go up. Like, foundation, stone slab. Yeah, so like I can put the roof on a floor pretty easily. But if I were to want to put it down, like coming off of one, I would have to connect it to a wall instead.
So you're trying to use the slanted roof, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They're very similar to stairs. Like for instance, I'm looking directly at a one of the like roof spots, and I can't connect it directly to the roof. I would have to put a wall on the roof to be able to connect it to the thing, and I can demonstrate that real quick.
Well, usually how I would do it is I would do the start with the one wall, but after, if you just stand back a bit, you can just keep going up with it.
Oh wow, I can't even... Nope, yeah, I can connect it to the wall now, I think.
Yeah, it's really janky.
No,
But after you get the
there we
first
go.
one,
Yeah, I would be able to. Yeah, I would be able to connect it to a wall. Same with the stairs. So there's not really much of a difference between the Slanted roofs and the wall, or in the stairs.
Okay.
Oof. Running into the where to start issue. What do you recommend, Quake? You get to pick what I do first. Start at the roof and work my way down. Start at the bottom, work my way up. Start at the door, work my way in.
Top to bottom.
Sounds good. I can get right up there. Because of Jetragon. Do I have my... Yes, I do. Because of Jetragon. So... First things first to... Can you actually get in there? You can, to an extent. There's just no stairs going up. Which is kind of lame. The tower at the very top of the place, you can actually get in on the bottom. Just can't actually go up it. They did not do a good job designing those. They should have gotten a architect. But first things first. What to do with the hole? What do you think? Leave it open, make it into a giant skylight.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to put stairs around, or stairs going down to the next floor. But one of the other things I needed to do was smooth out the area with all the rocks. Not exactly sure what level to do that in or at, but
I think skylight would be better because natural light would do it justice.
yeah, but it still gets too dark in there. I did figure out what level I'm gonna be working at though, for smoothing the area out.
That's good.
Reminder to people watching, one of the things that we have is... Wonder if I disabled that mod. Oh yeah, it doesn't like having us place foundations above foundations in the air. Yeah, I found that out. You can build in the air so long as you don't have a foundation under it with the mods. But you can easily build on the ground, even with that issue. So I'll just have to be very particular with where I set the foundations versus ceilings and stuff. There we go. Also, we were able to build in other structures. Second idea. There's a wider floor-like area to work off of that I can use instead of trying to make my own.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this tree is a problem. Do any of my pals hate wood? Yes. Bucky. I can tell Bucky to murder a tree. Please murder that tree faster. Okay, I'm going to use a gun.
Just use rocket launchers on a group of trees.
Nah. Every bullet knocked a piece of wood off.
Yeah.
That looked hilarious. I'm unencumbered. I'm gonna have to delete this wood. Most of the wood, because I have the other mods, which allow me to not need a whole bunch of materials for the building. But now that that tree's out of the way and I can properly place a foundation, I think I'll have them pointed about here. I'll, not placed on ground. Ceiling. There we go. Right, it doesn't like connecting foundations to roofs, but yeah. I'll see everybody when I get this chunk finished. So here's something interesting. The support issue and not being able to build on top of or over already existing foundations created an interesting problem I ran into. While I can build the foundations on the ground, I didn't have enough support on building roofs / ceiling bits. Roof bits that you can walk on. I didn't have enough support to cover the hole up properly. So that resulted in something interesting where I needed to create some supports for that. And the only way to do that was a bunch of walls going from the bottom floor. I didn't plan this. I didn't do any math for this, but look at how perfect this wall is. If I put a ceiling down, it's that perfect with the ground. It is maybe a half step up. And I'm gonna need a number of these walls coming up here, but yeah, I'll be able to use the ceilings pretty easy, the roofs pretty easily to cover up the hole. And with the walls around, it should give me structure to build the stairs down. Just thought it was worth sharing. So gonna go ahead and get the other walls I placed down there built all the way up and then start covering the hole. And we have gotten all of the roof sealed off, and we got stairs in. I ended up being able to keep this area, which is a nice grassy zone. Seems like having a rooftop garden. Tried to put a stool down to hopefully keep one specific tree from growing. Don't know if I got it. We'll figure out in the future. I got the hole nice and closed up, but it blocks sun, so we're going to have to light things up later on. Didn't cover up all the rocks up here, but I definitely expanded the workable area. It lines up almost perfectly, like I said, with this level, which allows you to walk right from the built area all the way over here. Perfectly fine. Where you get a nice view of what will eventually be changed into the farming base. Or just taken out entirely, not sure. We'll figure it out. And the rest of the world. Might try and refurbish the church. Don't know. Got the stairs put in, and these were a complex mess of stairs. These remind me of Hogwarts. I should probably put some railing down. Do I have the thing for railing? Where is railing? There it is. I will need metal for that, but I will probably get some kind of railing down. Maybe some walls or something. And the stairs take you all the way down here. And I have no idea how I managed this, but it's almost a continual staircase to the rest of the stairs that take you the rest of the way down. It is, if I had managed to get it like shunted into the wall and you could just walk through walls or something, I would have had just it would have been one continual staircase. It would have been sweet, but as it is dang close. Like really close. Don't know what I'm going to do about this. Can't build directly in spawn, which makes sense, but maybe someone will figure out a way around that. Quake, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I don't know why that bugs me, but it does. I got the roof sealed off. You get to pick what's next. Do I try and figure out a way to build it up the tower? Because I did see this one table mechanic, I think, to build a spiral staircase, but that would be very annoying and tricky. Or do I try and refurbish the church that's on top of the place?
Church.
Okay. Ways to do that. Foundations? I mean, I need foundations to put walls and stuff, but I might just take the, try and take the ceilings over. See if I can. Yeah, looks like it's gonna let me. Sweet. And they are just a little too short. It has grass. It'll let me build on places, so it's fine. Not enough support. Not quite as fine as I had hoped. Because I won't be able to put a doll down. Can't just put the roof down in general? No. It wants to be connected to a structure. What can I put down? Auto roof isn't gonna work either. Bench? Can I build a wall off a bench? No. Okay, alternative method. Using the ramparts. They're not ramparts, the base defense stuff. Which I can almost make that work. Is it more important to you to... Well, I can just cover both sides. That's one side. And there's the other. Yeah, that looks nice. You know the big stone base defense walls?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use those on each side of a crumbled wall to almost make it look rebuilt. Gonna have to figure out how to put a roof on, but I think I can finagle with some stuff to pull that off. In the meantime, I can add another one to this. Probably. Tiny rock causing me trouble. Well, I'll show you guys once I get some of this stuff figured out for the most part. And we are done with the church. So you come up there through the hole and you get on over here. You walk out over here, and I had to make this a lot safer because the church is ready to fall off of a cliff. And I, both fortunately and unfortunately, put the door in the door. It was really tricky to get this in the right spot because I had to finagle building it, starting out there and work my way in to get it at the right level. But got the door in the door. You come in. I used I used the defensive walls to properly set up the wall, or continue the wall line that was broken down. Wasn't able to do it everywhere, but as you can tell, the church is not well set up for doors to be in the right spot. Their door is set up on the middle area between essentially two foundation block bits. So without setting up the foundation directly on the door almost, you're not going to be able to get a door there. If you're fine with just having a hole, then you can just put a foundation to the left and to the right of it, which would allow you to have a much better time dealing with the roof. But speaking of said roof, after showing you guys that I was able to build, using walls along the lines of the pillars, I was able to set up a not terribly noticeable way to get a ceiling and roof and stuff done, but got that set up there, which doesn't look that bad outside. Got things set up in a... I forgot to... I will worry about that hole in the future. In the meantime, our church's roof has an X type of design on it. Because screw this church. Like, seriously. Why, devs? I'm probably gonna... I don't know. If they ever add ladders, I'm probably gonna add a way up into the attic area. Yeah, I have an inaccessible attic. The same thing that stopped me from being able to build in the main castle-y area. Man, they do not want you climbing on some of this stuff. But, got the roof set up well enough. If you do end up deciding not to have a door, then you probably have an easier time matching the roof to where it's supposed to go. But because of the way I did it, it looks a little bit worse, a little bit better. Not sure. Not much I can do with this ruined bit over here, but perhaps sometime in the future when they give us more building stuff. One thing I noticed is if I were able to get rid of this big frickin' rock over here, what I would be able to do is actually start using this as a structure to build off of. But as it stands, this rock is just kinda right in the way. Makes me wonder what the lore is behind it, thinking maybe he came all the way from the volcano? Unlikely, but who knows. Big rock in the middle of the place, making ruins and putting a hole in the spot. You know. That seems we're low on time despite the lack of ultimate progress on the mega build of the base. So how about I go visit the breeding base, see how many eggs got finished up. The mini-map mod we have does not like having so many eggs in one place. The Orzerk have made many babies. The, are you out of... How? The horses made no bobbies. I don't see the other horse. Okay. That's the wrong button. Gonna go ahead and just pop the horse out and pop it in. I need to figure out which horse is the problem. It is the male, of course. That's how it is. That's the female, that's the male. Pop you out. Pop you back in. Grab you up. Quake, are you still there? Or are you
Yes,
passing out?
I'm up here.
Alright. the Frost Alien seem to enjoy wandering when they shouldn't. And apparently, unless both of the pals are like literally in the breeding thing, they do not do the do. And
Yeah,
it's official. The electric incubators, unless they are supplied with electricity through the night, are not more efficient than the normal ones. Because the normal ones work throughout the night.
Why did you think I left normal ones in?
Yeah, unless you had a army of electric pals that don't think you're going to be able to compete. But, speaking of an army of electric pals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put all the Orzerker pals in there, so yeah, about 6. Because the electric ones did not quite. Jeez. 16 eggs were made by these two while I was building. And another 16 were made by these two while I was building. Is there a max? I'm gonna need to start putting them in a chest. Oh hey, I'm able to make the chest here. Eggs are heavy. Inventory full. Is there anything? Yeah, I can. That's the wrong button. I can get rid of the leather and the oil. I'm going to keep the training crystal because it's neat. And that's roughly all I can do for inventory management. Eggs become inventory fodder. There's going to be a lot of Orzerk eggs that we can that we're going to be able to hatch. Inventory full. Kind of annoyed that the Frost Aliens weren't able to keep up with the Orzerk, but we do have 2 Orzerk spots and only 1 Frost Alien spot. So, good to know that those are going to be finished a lot faster than expected, and we'll be able to switch the Orzerk with the Frost Alien and catch them up really quick, I bet. And in that time, some of the electric eggs finally got done, so I'm gonna go ahead and hatch them, and then we'll wrap up. And got a lot of Orzerk hatched. They are currently powering a horde of electric devices. Did I seriously manage to get every single... I didn't even count for that. I put down the exact number of electrical things as there are electric pals after that one round of Orzerk hatching. And with that many electric pals doing a bunch of electricity, maybe there will be enough battery life in these things to power all the electric egg hatchers through the night. In other news... in the non-electric ones and in the electric ones, there's a lot of Orzerk eggs. There's a lot of Orzerk eggs, all trying to hatch. There's still more. Got like 5 in that box. Got 1 in this box. I think we're at. I think 2 breeding things is fast enough production for Orzerk to get us a. How many did we need? 10? 10 4-star Orzerk? Yeah.
10. Yeah.
I don't know the math for that, but I think we're going to be able to make that. And there's already another egg. Okay. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I guess it's going to be multiple episodes of both breeding and base building before we can get the proper attempt at Bellinor Ultra done. So, sorry if that's a bit disappointing, but intermittently that we're going to be able to do PAL naming. So, if you comment down below, you get a PAL named after you. You can tell us which kind or what PAL in the PAL deck you want named after you. I've caught just about all of them. I'm pretty sure the Quake has caught all of them. You get to tell us what PAL you want named after you, or you can tell us, you can tell us what you want that PAL to be named if you don't want them named after yourself. We're going to have plenty of maxed out Orczerk to go in the rating base, plenty of maxed out Frostallion to go in, so if either of those are ones you like, go ahead and slap it down. We're going to have lots of them. Quake, you're the guy who knows the sponsor stuff. Want to finish this out?
Sure. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys like the video, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you comment again, you will be naming pals after you and whatever you want. I'd like to thank our sponsors, W Energy and Swift Energy, for sponsoring our channel. Use promo code co-op comments to get 10% off on W Energy and 25% off on Swift Energy. And we'll see you all in the next video.
See ya.